ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। Hari Om to all of you. So we shall continue singing the glories of Bhagavan Hanumana, listening to the glories, absorbing Hanumana's qualities, nature. And as we have seen, Hanumana is one character in the entire Ramayana who is probably above all faults. You cannot find a single flaw with him. So it seems like as though he is an epitome of perfection as such. And it's wonderful. He has to be known.
Why did you also do?
I would request you all to please switch off your audios. Some sounds are coming. Thank you. Hanumana as a jiva, as an individual. And then Hanumana as this great devotee, as a sadhak. And then Hanumana as consciousness, that param tattva. He is not only jiva, he is Ishvara, and he is that param tattva. All of it can be seen in Sri Hanumana. We will chant the verses now. Up to, I think yesterday was a description we had, Tulsidas ji very beautifully describes this form. So Kanana Kundala Kunchita Kesa, up to there I think we had done. So we will just chant the verses up to there and then proceed further. Shri Guru Charana Saroj Raja Nijamana Mukhar Sudhari Varnau Raghubar Bimal Jasu Jodayak Falachari Buddhihina Tanu Janike Sumiro Pavan Kumar Bala Buddhi Vidya Dehu Mohi Harahu Kalesa Vikar Jai Hanuman Jnana Guna Sagar Jai Kapisi Lok Ujagar Ramaduta Tulita Baladhama Anjani Putrama Rama Mahavir Vikrama Vajarangi Kumati Nivar Sumati Ke Sangi Kanchana Varana Viraj Suvesa कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा, हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे, कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे, शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन, तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन. We had looked at even this. Hath vajra or dhvaja viraje, kande munja janevu saje. He is one who accomplishes everything. There is never a complaint because of this I couldn't do something else. No, he always found a solution. No excuses for not doing something. No, for that also you need samarthyam, what they call, one who recognizes his capacity and one who promises only that which he can definitely do. So here Hanumanji is such. If he has said he is doing one thing, he will have it accomplished. There is no way that he is not going to do it. Many of us, when we begin some work, we are very enthusiastic about doing it because we have some great imagination of how we will do it, or the job itself sounds very, very attractive, appealing. Done, then we might get a very big name, people will appreciate us, so we want to go and somehow manage to do it, when we don't know whether we have the capacity to accomplish it. And then when at the first sight of failing, what we do is we immediately say, I don't think I'm made for this, I made a mistake, I won't be able to do it. Other reasons come in. We start saying, this, had to be done, I couldn't get time for this. All the time making excuses for not accomplishing what we have promised to accomplish. Not so with Hanumanji. So, having seen that, what is Tulsidas ji saying? He is Sankara Suvana. Sankara Suvana Kesari Nandan. It is believed that whenever Bhagavan Narayana's avatara happens, that is, Vishnu Bhagavan manifests, comes in the human form. He descends. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. Bhagavan Krishna is also saying, whenever dharma weakens in society, then Bhagavan himself has to take an avatara and come. He has to manifest himself. He has to incarnate as such a person. So whenever Vishnu Bhagavan decides to incarnate and come, then Bhagavan Shiva and even Brahmaji, they can't stay back. They say, if Narayana himself is coming, then let us be there to serve him. But now, if both of them also come along with Vishnu Bhagavan, this Bhuloka will not be able to hold that energy. It is not meant to happen. All three of them will come down to earth. Earth may not, it will simply dissolve. Therefore, every time it is said that Narayan Bhagavan descends, Brahmaji and our Shivji take an Ansha avatar, a part of themselves as though descends. They do not come entirely. And Sri Rama is considered Purna avatar. So Shiva said, yes, part of me will also be with the one who is going to serve Narayan. So he comes as Anjaneya. Hanumanji is an Amsha avatar of Lord Shiva. Okay? So he has the essence of Shiva in him also. Therefore, he is Sankara Suvana. And his father's name is Kesari. Kesari and Anjani are his parents. Nandan, the one who is a joy and who is a pride of Kesari. When we say Yashoda Nandana, who was that? Krishna. Yashoda would take so much pride and joy in Krishna as a child. So this Nandanam, the one who fills your heart with joy. And he does fill Kesari's heart with so much joy and happiness. Kesari is always very proud of his son, very happy with him. Sankara Suvana Kesari Nandan, Tej Pratap Mahajagvandan. Tej Pratap. How was he? His glory, he is glorious. In fact, he's so brilliant. His brilliance, he only has to, Apana Tej Samaru Ape later. Tulsidas ji says, this stage, this brilliance is praised and worshipped world over. Mahajagvandana. Everyone worships. See, till today we have never seen anyone who, and I told even yogis, they take to Hanumanji's worship. Every school of thought, they worship Hanumanji. Whether they believe completely in the Ramayana, whether they do not, and he is that avatar, he is eternal. Hanumanji is Chiranjeevi. He is immortal. He lives, he continues to live. And he can take any form. And so he has been there time immemorial. And you will see even in Indian philosophy, in the various scriptures, there is a great mention, of this Hanumanji. The other characters are not so much spoken about, but you will see there is, the Rama Rahasya Upanishad. These are some of the minor Upanishads, but in that, Sri Hanumana is considered the supermost. Among all the Jnanis, he is the Brahma Jnani. He is considered the best. And even Vishnu Bhaktas like Prahalada and great Jnanis like Sanaka come to Hanumana whenever they have any doubt, it is said. So, and Anjaneya gives them appropriate answers. So, understand, he is still there. And whoever genuinely, any sadhak, who on the path of his evolution, he has certain doubts, which path to take. He has certain doubts as some things are not reconciled in their mind. Then a Brahma Jnani like Anjaneya can resolve it for it. There is another minor Upanishad. It is called the Muktiko Upanishad, in which it is seen that in the Upanishad itself, there is a dialogue between Sri Rama and Hanumana, in which, see, any Upanishad is a dialogue between the Guru and Shishya about the eternal truth. Okay, so this Upanishad, you have Sri Rama as the Vedanta teacher and Sri Hanumana as the Shishya. And even there, Sri Rama has, sung praises for this student Hanumana. And Rama and Hanuman, we know in the Sundarakand also, in the Valmiki Ramayana, you will see, as though Sundarakand is full of Anjaneya's, it's completely dedicated to him. Sundarakand is named after him, in fact. Okay, it is the sadhak who achieves that ultimate. And in that, Valmiki has written such praise about him, and he's still not satisfied. So he makes Sri Rama also speak in praise of him. He makes Vibhishana speak in praise of him. He lets Sita Maya also sing his praises, as though it's not enough from his mouth alone. Because Veda Vyasa has written this, our Mahabharata, and as well as Valmiki ji, he has written, he gives these dialogues to everybody so that they all praise Anjaneya. He cannot have enough of it. Also, in the Bhagavad, you will see, Bhadarayana also praises Hanumana as the topmost devotee of Lord Vishnu. So you see, you have mention of the praise of Hanumana everywhere. It is not only this Hanuman Chalisa, Tulsidas ji is written. Of course, this is the most popular by and large. And you have in the Sudarshana Samhita, okay, there is a whole Hanumat Stotram which Vibhishana has sung. and it is completely in the praise of Hanumana. In the Skanda Purana, you will see in the Avanti Kanda, 5th part, where achievements of Hanumana has been spoken of in great length. Okay, these are all, and there are some scholars who say that, you know, the very first verse in the Rig Veda, which is an invocation to Agni, they say actually this Agni represents Hanumana, Vayuputra, and not fire god, as he is the messenger of gods, you know. So there is that much of significance for Hanumana. You will see not only in the Hindu scriptures, but even the Jain Sikhs. Guru Gobind Singh has written the Govinda Ramayana. Okay, he has also sung the praise of Hanumana in it, especially the point where Hanumana brings the Sanjeevani, and Sri Rama is, you know, absolutely lost and he is feeling depressed, and how Hanumana brings the Sanjeevani and, you know, Lakshmana recovers from there. There is a great, beautiful description in the Govinda Ramayana written by Guru Gobind Singh. He's a 10th Guru, the Sikh Guru. And he himself has drawn a lot of courage, strength, you know, to fight the Mughals. And he did a lot for the Sikh religion here, totally inspired by Hanumana. Now you will see, even in the Jain scriptures, they have these, you know, 24 Tirthankaras, they write of them, 12 Chakravartis, they have this 24 Kamadevas who come. All these Chakravartis, Prati Narayana, Narayana, and all Balabhadras, these are various avatars who attain to the highest. In that it is said, Kamadeva who comes, there are 24 Kamadeva in the entire Kalpa, okay, all the 4 yugas put together. In that, the Jain scripture says Hanumana is the 18th Kamadeva to attain ultimate in that birth itself. So they also, in the Jain scriptures, you have a mention of Hanumana. Then you will say, okay, these are all religious scriptures, these are all spiritual scriptures. You know something? Even in the Sangeeta Shastras, completely in the Sangeeta Parijata, which is about commentary all to do with music. Anupama Sangeeta Ratnakar, you know, there is a whole music school on what the music is all about. There also, Hanumana is considered one of the foremost founders of the musical tradition. Now, these are things we don't know about Hanumana. He, in fact, the whole entire Sangeeta Parijata, they say, belongs to Hanumat Mata. He is one of the most, he is considered the most ancient teachers of music. Advaita Vedanta, why go far? Shankara has written the Sri Hanumat Pancharatna Sotram in stuti of Sri Hanumana, and he Bhagwan Adi Shankara says he is the, you know, best known devotee of any god. Of course, we know him as a great devotee of Sri Rama, but that is the way. In the Madhava Sampradaya, according to Madhvacharya, they believe this wind god has taken 3 incarnations and always comes to help Lord Vishnu. And then you have, even Madhvacharya says that whatever you, Madhvacharya is Dvaita Advaita. You know, when we talk of Advaita philosophy, Adi Shankara comes to mind, isn't it? Like that, when you speak of Dvaitam, Dvaita, in that, it is a Madhava Sampradaya. Madhavacharya is the Guru. Even he, you know, extols Hanumanji's qualities, saying, whatever you may desire, that is knowledge, wealth, kingdom, everything Hanumanji can bestow upon you simply by you worshipping him. Then there is, you would have heard of Vallabhacharya. I'm taking all these names because you must understand these are all the different schools of thought, not only ancient, The tradition follows even today. We have these schools of thought present today. Vallabhacharya is a Shuddha Dvaita. He is from that school of thought. He was reciting the Valmiki Ramayana in Chitrakoot, and it is said that Lord Hanumana was listening to it, with that throbbing heart for many days. And it is believed even in the Vallabha Sampradaya, whoever worships Hanumana, in fact, whenever any god's birthday is celebrated, Hanumana is also worshipped on that day. See the beauty of it. And then you have the Gauda, you have the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, of which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we have heard of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, great devotee of Krishna. Even he accepts that it is Hanumanji who is the ideal of Dasya Bhakti. The whole Vaishnava Sampradaya stands on Bhakti, and they say Hanuman is the ideal, their ideal. So what more do we need now? Where is the question? Why should we even put, when there are all these realized masters, great acharyas, not only of the Hindu parampara, but among the Jainas, all the great yogis, among the Sikhs, if considered Anjaneya to be such, worthy of such worship, do we need to go anywhere? One stop gap. Enough. Just keep him in mind, and at whatever levels of affliction that affects us, worship him, invoke his grace and blessings, walk on the path that he tells us. That is the kind of surrender we must have to him. And why should one fear to surrender onto such a God, whom even the gods worship? Every god worships him, saying, he is somebody we have nothing against. And if at all we are in any trouble, we would pray, we would want him to support us and help us, protect us. So every devata, actually, it is said that when Ravana came and he manifested, and his the way he was going about, that ego center was working, conquering every part of the universe for himself, for bhog, for himself and none other. Even the gods got scared, the planets were scared, and all the devatas were scared, wondering where is all this going to lead to. There was a great imbalance, and that is when the need for Hanumanji was felt the most. So Sankara Suvana Kesari Nandana Tej Mahapratap. Tej, Pratap, Maha. In fact, everyone, entire universe, Jaga, whichever world you see, whichever world you are in, Jaga is the world. We have seen field of experience. Wherever, if at all you find, then you will find anyone and everyone worshipping Hanumana. They cannot say, no, we have something wrong to tell about him. If at all, if we can call it a flaw, then there is only one flaw. And can that be a flaw? Is that he forgets his own powers. He has to be reminded of it. You know why he forgets? He has no ego. This ego will only remind us, oh, you're very smart, you're very intelligent, you can do this, you can do that. He is a person, if need be, and God wants it, God tells him, get up and do, okay, I will do it. Otherwise, you ask him, he says, I'm just a das, I don't know anything. Can that be even considered a flaw? His humility, selflessness, his readiness to serve, service before self is his motto. Ishvara Ram Kaj was, he had to serve this way. He had to live. If he did anything, it was the Lord's calling. That is the way it had to be. There was no ego center there. That is what a Jivan Mukta like him represents. We will see more about this Jivan Mukta Hanumanji tomorrow. Let us begin with our chanting. Remember his glories and be one with him.
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुखर सुधारी बरनउँ रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायक फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत तुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन भरन विराज सुवेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा बिकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय संजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुबीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बढ़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही सम भाई सहस बदन तुम्हरो जस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाए राजपद दीना तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्त्र जो जन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मेली मुख माहि जल दिलांगी गए अचरज नाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज समारो आपे तीनों लोक हाँकते कांपे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम बचन ध्यान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों जुग पर ताप तुम्हारा, है पर सिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता, असबर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुबरपुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्त न धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरै हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई। जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साकी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, की जय नाथ हृदय मह डेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरन, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसौ सुरभूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भई सब संतन की जय।